Gilad Shaer, Eyal Yifrach, Naftali Graenkel. 3 murdered boys were buried this week side by side, amidst an ocean of tears shed by their parents and hundreds of thousands, if not millions of others, including me. But they were also buried in a sea of analysis, from the left, from the right, explaining their death, explaining the cause of their death. In fact, just yesterday I was asked by 3 different news outlets, 2 radio and 1 print, to do more of that analysis. And in each case, I declined. I declined because though I appreciate that for many, the analyzing is how they cope with their feelings of loss at this moment, I can't help thinking how now is not the best time for that kind of analysis. Whether it's from the right and they have their version, or from the left and they have their version, now is not the time for politics and posturing. In Jewish tradition, now is the time for what is called sitting Shiva, a period that truly isn't for politics and posturing, but is much more for heartbreak and for hugs. Shiva is a process for the gathering of the love and the support that we all need at a time of incredible loss. It's a time for gathering not only the love and the support, but for eventually figuring out how to use the love and support to move beyond the brokenness we feel. Whether it is for the loss of an immediate family member, or for someone we love as if they are family, like these 3 boys. Now, different communities observe Shiva in different ways, but if you get right down to it, they all come to the same 3 things. It's about looking, it's about listening, and it's about loving. It's about looking inward, allowing ourselves to retreat from the world, because at that moment of brokenness, we don't make policy, we look inward. It's about listening, and listening most closely to those who have suffered the most, and letting them take the lead in what it is that needs to be said at this moment. And it is about loving so deeply that people who may have been strangers until the moment of loss will show up and care for you, listen to you, feed you, and do whatever else is necessary at that moment. It's about assuring the families of the fallen and assuring ourselves and each other in that process that nobody is left alone in their moments of greatest suffering, and that somehow, eventually, life does win out over death. Gilad, Eyal, and Naftali, my prayer is that your names themselves become a prayer that inspires us to listen and to love and to look in, and that may your names be forever a blessing.